I'm spending £190,000 to turn this rundown tied house into a luxury house here for professional tenants. In this video, I'm going to do a walk around of the property and we're going to have a look how we've progressed over the last week. I'm also going to cover how I financed this project and what strategy I use to make sure the figures work on a project just like this one. With that being said, let's have a walk around and see what we've got on with this week. So this is where we walked in last week. Now this has all been opened up. Have a look around here. So you can see it's a little bit more of a mess this week. We've done some work. We've took all the chimney breasts out. Let's get through here. So the chimney breasts have been took out and blocked up. And we've obviously got some acros up. Same with this one here. Let's have a look in the kitchen. So as you can see, it's a bit of a mess, but we are progressing well. Let's have a look upstairs and see how we're getting on. So as you can see, up here, we've made some real progress. All the walls are out. If you remember, a couple of weeks ago, we used to have a bathroom here. We had a bedroom just here. Last week, we had a wall just in here. This has obviously been removed now. And this is now all open plan. We have a few little bits left to do. Let's have a look around. So yeah, we basically just removed all the walls. Removed the chimneys, blocked up the chimneys, removed these walls here. That was the bedroom. That was the bedroom. This was the hallway. There was another bedroom here. And this is getting ready for us to take out. The steels have arrived as well. And this is for us. So now the steels have come, we can start working on the dormer. We're going to take out that floor, ceiling just above my head. Put up a scaffold outside. We can start working on that. If you're thinking of doing a project similar to this yourself, it's really important you use a strategy called buy, refurbish, refinance. If you don't know what that means, it's where you buy a property, you add lots of value to the property, and then you refinance on the back end to try and pull out as much of your capital as you can. So there's a few important factors, especially if you're doing something like this, which is a HMO conversion. With this one in particular, it's really important to find the right property in the right location, something that's the right size, the correct layout, and of course the right price for a renovation project. If you can get in there then and add lots and lots of value, I do this typically by, let's say we find this one, for example, is a 3-bed, old rundown property, very tired property. Now, I've come in here, I'm totally revamping this property. I'm turning it into a 6-bed luxury house here. So we'll have 4 studio rooms, and 2 ensuite rooms in this property. All of them will have en-suites and 4 of them will have kitchenettes and en-suites. And what that means is because as you can see, the renovation's massive. This is a 190k renovation. And because we push the value up so much, what that means on the back end, we can then refinance that property at its new done up value, pull out as much of that initial investment as we can, which we can then use to move on to the next project. That's how a BRR works, very simply. Look into it. It's a really good strategy to recycle your capital and grow a portfolio much faster. So this project in particular has cost me £130,000 or will cost me £130,000 from start to completion. I've raised that money from investors and I've used bridging loans to fund the purchase and fund the renovation costs. So a bridging lender will fund 100% of the refurb costs, and they will also lend around 40%. It changes a little bit, around 40% of the purchase price. So that means I have to raise money for the deposit and also some entry costs. So like we have to put some money in for the build fees to get started. There's obviously stamp duty, legal fees, architect's fees. So there's some other bits and bobs that you have to fund. You have to find the money for, and in total, it usually works out around 100 to 130. This project has cost around 130k to get started, and the bridging company will loan the rest of the money. Then once we're complete, once we've added lots of value, we'll refinance it onto a proper mortgage, and we'll pay back all of them bridging loans and the investor as well. So this project is expected to take around 16 weeks from start to finish. 16 to 20 weeks. We're going to do our best to get it done in 16. And I'm gonna document the progress of this project from start to finish. So if you like videos like this, subscribe. Over the next week, we'll get this. What we got on? We're going to start the extensions around the back. We are going to get them up to damp proof. We'll get some scaffolding put up. We're going to start the dormer, so that means stripping the roof, putting some steels in. That, like I say, the steels arrived yesterday, so these steels are going to go in. We're going to get started on the roofs, get started on the dormer. I'm going to document all that as well. So if you like stuff like that, then subscribe to the channel. Like I say, I'm going to document this from start to finish. If you've got any tips, got any questions you'd like me to answer about these sort of projects, about how I finance them, about how I work with investors, anything you find interesting, let me know in the comments, and I'll try and drop it in as I'm doing the videos, as I'm doing the walk rounds. I'll try and add some value as well. All right, thanks a lot for jumping on the video, and I'll catch you next week.